Hey y'all, let the people come in before we get started. Cause oh my God and oh my goodness and oh my God at the same time. Hope everybody had a blessed Memorial Day weekend. Hope y'all ready to get back to the work week. Things go back according to plan or as per usual tomorrow on a Tuesday. Hey Shelly Shell. Hey, Shelly Shell. Oh my goodness. Listen, I've been trying to do this live since like yesterday, but with all that has been going on, all I could do is just like fall from bush to bush. I'm just gonna be honest, from bush to bush. Hey sis, how you doing? Yes, because the peoples is peopling. Like the peoples is people and they want no parts of it. And it's crazy because since I don't know the melee or the all the havoc been going on, people been all over my comments and my statuses. I don't have nothing to do with nothing that's going on. Tay don't want no parts of anything that is playing a part in these YouTube streets, baby. Hey Lisa, hey Jackie, hey Hatisha. Listen, it's crazy and disheartening at the same time because if not playing fair was a group of people, and that's why I stayed the hell out the way. Hey Josephine, people playing with fire, and at the end of playing with fire, what happened? Your ass do get burned. Like playing with people, unalived relatives, like no, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Yes, playing with people names, playing with people kids. You playing with the shit that people care the most about. And at the end of the day, there's not supposed to be no repercussions from that. And some people ain't playing with a full deck. That's what people don't understand. Hey, Renithia. Yes. Some people not playing with a full deck at the end of the day. You can't be talking about people unalived mothers because I'm just being honest with you. I don't have my mother. Okay. So congrats and blessings to whoever do. But the first bitch that ever felt comfortable to use that as a shot, that's a problem. Do you know what type of trauma comes with the situations that people are talking about and dealing with? Like, nah, certain shit is supposed to be off limits. Certain shit is just supposed to be off limits. People came into this saga supposed to be talking about a husband and a wife and DV. How did we get to people unalived family members and children and anything else that people could think of, baby? Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. Like, how and when? Like, uh uh we're not gonna do that because at some point in time, you gotta remember if a person felt or feel like they already done lost it all, what the fuck do you think you may be triggering? Because I'm sorry, ain't nothing in this saga that serious for me to go digging that deep to find out that much information on a bitch. I'm just being realistic. I don't care that much. Like, I'm not gonna come in. It's supposed to be the factors of content creating and putting out a message. What message are you putting out in that case, other than the factors of you want to get got died? When you playing with shit like that, that's the only end result. I'm dead serious. People posting people kids, and I'm just being honest. Most times I'm all playful and hee hee ha ha. Right. But when you start playing with people, kids and people unalive family members, you're playing with your fucking life. Ain't no more fair game. Wait, fair game? How fair game? Like what? Ain't no fair game. People tried that shit on my Facebook, and I just didn't take it in my comments. I just didn't take it serious because when you know what you capable to do with or do to people, you don't. People sometimes don't realize that you're not giving them a pass for their ass. You actually giving them a pass for yourself because you know that once you get started, there's no return. So you don't want that part of you to sprawl out. So you try to do what you can do to keep some type of calm in you. Like, you know what? Fuck them bitches. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them bitches. But at what point do you no longer say fuck them bitches anymore? You have to at some point defend yourself and defend what it is that you stand for, which is your fucking family and anything that comes attached with that. So when people think that they being funny, putting people personal what they think maybe people personal business out on the world wide web, yeah, bitches done bumped they motherfucking head. Peace, Yakima. Yes, at the people done bumped they fucking head. At some point in time, all bets is off. You play with mine, all bets is off. I'm being dead ass honest with you. And that's why I never got that deep into the middle of that shit. I'm not going tit for tat with a bitch I don't know because I know how far I can go. So before I put myself in a situation that's going to be a situation, because bitch, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about getting taken away from me and my kids. And you know, the situation that you might be talking about, I care about. So I'm not trying to get myself taken away from what I care about to prove to a bitch what she's saying is false. You got it. And don't think I'm giving it to you because you actually got it. Like, don't think that. Like, it's crazy. Even down to the fact is of this week, I had to laugh at a couple of bitches. Not even a bunch of bitches, but a couple of bitches. Because I didn't even give that much of bitches that much attention. But they, hey, Terry, they want to be all on my now. I guess because bitches think they know something, they on to grow something. Because you know the registry thing is out there. So now I guess all the little, you know, doodle chips is falling out the window trying to talk shit because they think they know some shit. But you can't tell some shit about some shit on some shit that was put out by the person that you talking shit about. If I never told some shit, people would never know some shit. So how are you coming at me with my shit I gave you? You gonna have to find somebody else to do it. I don't give a fuck about what's going on in the YouTube street, in the Facebook streets. If it's not beneficial to me, then that shit ain't got no parts on me. But when you start playing with people, kids, and talking about, oh, bitches is broke and this, that, and the third, what I don't know whether a bitch is broke or not. I ain't paying that much attention to another bitch. If that bitch is broke, I hope she get on her shit to be able to get some shit. But if you about some shit, you really not focusing on the next bitch. Keep your eyes on your own paper. And you just seen mad fake wacky shit like that will get bitches head clean knocked through a fucking wall from where I'm from. Like you can't play with people with people's patience and think at some point in time it ain't gonna be an outcome. It don't go that way. I don't give a fuck what registry y'all think Tay got. Don't fucking play with me. Like, don't play with me. And I'm happy that I've never took things seriously enough to wind up in a confrontation with somebody to even have to bring that type of characteristics out of me. Because the shit that I see or have seen people do or say, oh yeah, that's jail time, baby. That's it. Thank you, Ebony. For real. Like at the end of the day, that is crazy. Like people really be paying for you paying for another bitch information. It's that serious. You mean to tell me she ain't hurt none of your family members? Um, was she fuck is the girl fucking your baby mothers or something like that to where you feel like you really gotta get your lick back? Because if not, Hey, Tiff S. If not, why would you be? And I'm just being honest. I'm not even going that far in a situation like that. You can have it. You can have it. I wish somebody would go as far as to put my dead mother on the internet. I swear for Lord and Jesus Christ, Mary, Joseph, and the whole damn Bible. It- Listen, hmm, hmm, hmm. Certain things is just off limits. And for those that still got their mothers but choose to play with mothers, that's a dangerous game. That is a dangerous game. Okay? Very dangerous. I thought bitches was supposed to be getting on here to be doing bigger things. Like, it's so much shit going on in the world and things going on that people could actually be fucking talking about. But it seemed like this shit was too quiet. So now, instead of the people that the situation started off of, it went down into the factors of the supporters and the content creators, and it became one big thing. But the big thing is that it's really going too fucking far. Hey, Carisha, like, it's really going too far. It went way too far a long time ago, because it is a such thing as agree to disagree, right? I can agree to disagree with you. That doesn't mean that I hate you, have any type of dislike for you, hey Kimberly, or anything of that sort. But for me to disagree with you and go to the measures of trying to be either disrespectful or bring harm to you or your family, or uncover a traumatic experience that I know that you've been through, that's crazy. I thought people are supposed to be mature and about progress. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on here trying to get a bag to a bigger bag to a bigger bag to a bigger bag to a bigger bag to where that bag can't fit inside of that bag at all. Okay, this where you start ain't gotta be where you finish. If a lot of people got, let me just say it like this: a lot of people possess or have a lot to offer, way more than what it is that they show. If you got into a position where the door was open and people know who you are, regardless of from what situation you came from, why not use that light to further who it is that you are? Why still sit within the same place talking about the same shit that's not of no benefit? Like, it's people really crying and dying out here every fucking day trying to figure out a way. And then anybody try to fake a pump like they not out here trying to fucking survive just like the next person, you're lying. You may be surviving at a little higher level than the next person, maybe at a little lower. But who the fuck is anybody to judge the level that another person is at? Niggas, people sleeping in a box that's happier than bitches that's sleeping in a mansion. Fuck is you like? What do people really be thinking out here? If it ain't, listen, if it don't make money, that shit don't make sense. But you always gotta remember, all money ain't good money. So to just be sitting on this shit, vandalizing people's lives for a couple of fucking dollars, that's some shit you gonna really have to deal with, because it's going to spin. And when that shit spin and hit, whoo, child, ain't no money you got from it gonna be worth it. Some people don't have, yes, content or nothing to talk about. So they insert themselves and let the church stand and say, holla fucking Hallelujah. That right there is the one. Because I don't give a damn if, okay, if I do a video talking about Robert, or a video talking about Bree, or something that has to do with the saga, and it brings a certain amount of views, okay, that's cute. But if I choose to talk about something else and it don't get as many views, I don't give a fuck. That's what I chose to talk about. I choose to engage and knowledge and acknowledge other things. Knowledge is power. Negativity is sour. And sometimes that's why I be having to take breaks from this shit because I'm going through real life shit on my own terms. So to sit there and be going or inputting myself in some negative shit that ain't got nothing to do with shit that ain't gonna help my shit, I'd rather not be or have no parts of it. But you gotta give yourself a mental break sometime from negativity. You can't be trying to do positive shit, inserting yourself into negative shit. It don't work that way. Hey, everybody coming in the chat. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you on positive vibes, you gonna be on positive vibes only. Now I'm gonna be honest. I'm in the process of healing. I ain't fully goddamn healed. So that's why when you know your triggers, you have to be careful where you place and put and present and allow and what you allow around you. Because anything that you insert, it can go curved. And if you actually trying to stay on some straight and narrow shit, you can't have no parts in it. And I'd rather have no parts in some shit that's not going to benefit me. Okay, we are all, it's a couple of, okay, because I'm gonna say it's a couple of, it's a couple of strong-minded black ass women out here on these platforms that's wasting their time giving energy to a benefit of nothing. Nothingness. Negativity is nothingness. There's no good part in negativity. I'm just being honest. So if it's not going to push me forward, I'm not doing it. So for me to sit in a group, amongst a group, a part of a group, or even by myself and talk about some shit that brings no good health or wealth, what is the damn point? Even some people that got into this situation that was supposed to be talking about domestic violence, they done became fucking cases they damn self. You supposed to be talking about the case, but yet you acting like a case. Where's the knowledge in this case? I'm trying to figure out where's the knowledge. I thought knowledge was power. If I'm going through some shit and I'm looking up videos and I see somebody and it says domestic violence, I'm going to be looking to hear about something that either helps me or helps me or it not, not sends me some type of knowledge in the factors of what I'm looking for. I'm not going to be looking for one thing and then come across this platform that says it's about domestic violence, but they ain't talking about shit but the next bitch. That ain't nothing that's only gonna get you domestic violence. Talking about the next bitch, you only get you beat up. So if we trying to avoid people getting beat up, why the fuck are we putting shit into the air that's only going to get people's ass beat? Like talking about people relatives, talking about people kids, and talking about people's fucking families. Somebody call my fucking family. I ain't gonna have to beat your ass. You gonna have a problem with them. They might be a little bit worse than me. I might be the easy part. You called the wrong motherfucker. It may not be no more phone calls after that. It may just be papers floating around the room that say, she was the good one. She graduated high school. She tried to, the bullshit they put on fucking obituaries to make people fucking try to sound good in life when they really fucking wasn't shit. Yeah, that part. Fuck t-shirts. We're going to wear baseball caps. We're going to wear baseball caps. Fuck a t-shirt. Because baseball caps is seasonal. I want people to see where the fuck you put yourself at, being that you felt where you was put in other people's business. It was cool. That's a no-no. Hey, Lone Ranger. Hey, Kim. Yes. Like at the end of the day, people be moving real fucking wacky and think that because they move behind keyboards, the shit that they do will never link back to them or people will never have a fucking clue. Listen, smartphones may play dumb sometime, but they call them smart for a reason. And anytime you put in certain shit and you doing certain shit, it's going to lead back to the person that yeah, and yeah, that part. But if you ain't doing shit to lead back to shit, if anything, let somebody check your facts and the work that you doing. Let's do that. Like, let's actually put out some information that people don't know, or give people things to go and look for, or information that people don't have. Like, all this month from tomorrow on, if you go to Wendy's and buy a $5 biggie bag, you get a junior bacon cheeseburger for a penny. See, and for goddamn nation, it ain't harmful, it ain't hurtful, and it's possibly something that another motherfucker don't know. And they could take it in if they choose to. If you don't eat Wendy's, don't go get a junior bacon burger for a fucking penny. If you do eat Wendy's, then that was the deal for you. Period. Like, what? Just like all the motherfuckers. That's why I said now niggas think they know something. People want to talk shit. Oh yeah, Latte, you got up a registry. We taking care of you. Ain't none of you bitches taking care of me now. What fucking bump on your fucking head are we talking about here? Did you click the fucking link? If not, please remove yourself and don't talk to me. If you felt like this gave you a reason or put me and you at a level where we can conversate, no, bitch. I am the head and never the fucking tail. I don't think people realize that. People only can play the parts that you give them. If I don't give you a part in my story, you don't have one. The end. The end. That's it. That's it. I acknowledge what I choose to acknowledge. I put out what I choose to put out. But how you carry yourself is how you choose to carry yourself. And once people have a vision of who they believe you are, sometimes that's the fuck it when your actions is doing nothing but proving it. You can't tell people or show people that you orange or paint yourself orange for people to see that you orange. And then when they start calling you orange, you mad they saying fucking orange. Make up your mind. The problem is everybody wants to make drama about them but claim to be so peaceful and positive. Right. Like, I don't even understand. Why would I have to see that shit in my comments if it had nothing to do with me? I don't care what nobody got going on. Like, at the end of the day, no. Would I do it? No. Would I take part in it? No. Would I play like that or be no? Because if I'm going that deep on a bitch, it's some shit that's really thick. It's not going to be on some YouTube shit. So if we not making videos about what's going on in this world, what are we talking about, ladies? Y'all talking about shit that could get you jail or hell. I'm trying to get checks in the mail. We are not the goddamn same. Shit. I'm 45 trying to stay alive, nigga. You don't get to live life and then try to take your own life, because when you rush through life, you don't get nothing but death. See what I like about you, Tay? Stay neutral and give it to us. Yes. Or ain't right. Right. That's the best thing to do. Stay out the way. But for the ones that, choose to be sidewalk walkers, but choose to try to hop in and out the street, you can't be both. Either you a sidewalk walker or you a person that play in the street. You can't, hop off the sidewalk in the street and then say, and run back to the sidewalk. No, because them people from the street is coming. The people from the street is coming. They don't give a fuck that you off the sidewalk. You stepped your ass off the sidewalk into the street. So that means you wanted to play with some street shit. Now, let's get it. Being blind about what is really going on. Yeah, because people really don't be having no motion far as business aspect. So they have to do things that bring attention in other ways. Because if you are who you say you are, You ain't even got to do all of that for attention. I'm just being honest. If people fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. And that's just real, that's just real shit. You ain't gonna have to force it. You ain't gonna have to be a part of nothing for them to know. Nigga, if you the shit, they're going to fuck with you. Period. So placing yourself in situations, trying to be a part of situations to keep yourself relevant. No, no, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. If your whole purpose, I'm just being honest. I can't say what nobody else's purpose was, but I know what my purpose was. Okay, so people could talk shit about it or route about it or whatever, but my purpose for coming to YouTube, people might say it might not be that much to them, but it meant a lot to me because it made a way for me to be able to work for myself and create generational wealth for me and my children. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Just like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Me and my supporters, we conversate on the regular basis. I talk and show love to everybody. The reason why I didn't come here with no malice, I came here with the challenge for myself. And it had nothing to do with anybody else. So the people that I met along the way, I was grateful for, good, bad, and indifferent, because it's still a learning process. And in order to learn a process, you have to go through the process. Now, I'm not going to go through a process to still be in the process. At what point in time do you actually work that process that you've been through to show that you've learned something? Okay, I've learned editing since I've been on here. I didn't know shit about editing no videos. I learned how to do thumbnails since I've been on here. I ain't know shit about doing no thumbnails. I learned how to do research on things that I wanted to speak on. Did I know how to do research? Yes, but it's different when you going off of what somebody else say versus putting things into your own words. When you making something your own, it had nothing to do with somebody else. And that's what the wealth come, or where the wealth comes in at. It be too many people worried about the next person. If you're not gonna be worried about the next person in a good way, why the fuck are you taking up or wrecking space in your brain for? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When I come here, I talk to people to try to either give a point of view or gain a point of view. I'm trying to either learn some shit or teach some shit. I'm either trying to be knowledgeable or gain some, not either way, because you never know where you can get information from, baby. Just because I'm the person up here speaking, you don't think I can't learn something from the people that's in the comments that's watching or listening? The hell? Just because I'm the head and not the tail, that don't mean I choose to be an ass. Period. Damn, I wish I knew what was going on, but you talking my language though. Listen, it's best that you don't know what's going on. Because see, when you do know what's going on, I'm happy I only know half of what's going on and not all of what's going on. Because then that would make me a part of the what's going on and the what's going on, if you feel me. But only the half and the little portions that I've been seeing throughout the lives that's been displayed. Oh no. Oh no. I can't be a part of that because I don't know where I might end up. And when you're a person that don't know where you might end up in a situation, your best luck is to stay the fuck out. And I know my levels. So I stay the fuck out. Period. Period. When you knew better, you do better. I told you I'm healing. I have not healed yet. So, being that I have not healed yet, I have to protect myself by all means necessary. People, places, and things. I'm struggling in my own life, in real life, on what to trust, who to trust, and who not to trust, and what situation is good and what situation may not be good. Because even when you get a new start, you don't want to get a new start bringing in the same old shit. You can't get a new start with the same old shit, because even with that new start, it's going to still feel old, because all the old shit you used to do, the only thing you did was bring it to the new situation with you. Hey, Blueberry Boots. And that's not, if that's not what you're trying to do, I'm trying to elevate as a person. I know who I was, but I'm trying to become who I is. Did you hear that? I know who I was. So I'm trying to become who I is. Okay? A better version of whatever the fuck that was. Because when you learning and you growing, you not knowing. Okay? Certain things, if you get to the age you are now, you would never repeat. So whoever was in my past, got a part of my past, or was with the past me, then that's just what it will be. Don't bring my past me into my present, because it's not gonna go good for you. Because you could go fuck with the old bitch while I'm still being this new bitch and I'm flourishing. Don't ever let people beat the new you up with the old you of who you was. If people still focused on who you was, they mean they not, that's not respecting who you is or who you fighting to become, which will slow your process all the way the fuck down. You have to be around people that's in support of you becoming a better you by any means necessary, not attaching old things to you to remind you of the shit that you've been through if that's not what you no longer trying to do. Come on. Sometimes you got to cut the things off that you love the most, even down to fucking family. Okay? Because if you can't respect me as the new me and you only can deal with the or only know the old me, then I have to place you where the old me is at. And that's in my past. That's in my past. Sometimes when you get past shit, you got to leave that shit right where it's at. Don't drag them bags with you. Don't do that. And I see a lot of people that been through some real shit, that had some real stories to tell. So if you got real stories to tell and you a person that really been through some shit, why would you ever want to backpedal? Why would you ever want to backpedal? Like backstepping is just that, a step back. And if you're supposed to be going forward, then you shouldn't have to take no steps back. Anybody that really fuck with you is going to come where you at or going to catch up to you. Period. Period. And a lot of people don't place themselves, all right, you could try to be somebody's friend. Okay. But trying to be somebody's friend or trying to be somebody's family or trying to be somebody's lover, if it's not going to benefit you to make you a better person, then sometimes you got to realize some shit you just don't need. Say that everyone not meant to go where God taking you. Yes. And God will be blessing you and he will slow down them blessings to show you. You getting off course. You getting off course. This was not our plan. This is not what we discussed. And you can't lie to that man because he know what you're going to do before you do it. He just going to see if you're going to keep your word to yourself. To yourself. Because that's who you benefit. Yourself. He's only showing you the shit he need to show you for you to help yourself. So if you don't choose to help yourself, you still gonna fall short of situations like that. Come on, there's different type of addictions out here in this world. Okay? It's not just addiction. Everybody don't do drugs to be addicted to something. Drugs is not everybody get high. Okay? People is some people's get high. Okay? Gambling can be some people's get high. Or negativity can be some people's get high as well. To see somebody going through something that they know they may be uncomfortable with at that time helps some people thrive. Like they get nuts off of that shit to know that somebody else may be struggling. What type of person are you? Like, who does that? Where do shit like that come from? The problem is people don't want to listen and follow God. They want to do it their way, and that's why they keep ending up with the same results. Hell yeah, that sound like me. I was a repeat offender. That's what we call those. Repeat offenders. I was continuing the same cycle in life about damn. I would say a decade, but no, 20 years is almost a century, right? Shit. And wondering why I was getting the same outcome. Oh, I'm such a nice person. Why do people keep treating me this way? Why do I keep getting these same outcomes? Stupid, because you keep doing the same shit and you keep dealing with the same fucking people. It didn't take a dictionary, an encyclopedia, and didn't even have to talk to God to figure that shit out, bitch. It's you. Sometimes the problem is self. And until you correct the problems in self, how the fuck you gonna correct anything else? You can't correct somebody else if you can't correct you. And can't somebody else correct me if they can't correct them goddamn selves? Some people just got a story to fucking tell. You know that victim card? A lot of people like to play victim. But where does the victory come in at? If you always playing victim, you don't never have no victories. Like what? If you don't never, if you always the victim, you don't never have no victories. That's impossible. Cause I can tell the truth. And I can let it be known I've done some fucked up shit and I've had some fucked up shit done to me. So for me to sit here and act like, oh, only the fucked up shit happened to me and I ain't did no fucked up shit. No, baby. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. People gotta learn how to have real conversations, like with themselves. With themselves. You can sit there and fake a conversation with somebody else. Yeah, you know I'm real. I ain't do no shit like that. Shit. Anything I ever did to somebody, they deserved it. Bullshit. Bullshit and bullshit. Because before you made the decision, remember, decision. Before you made the decision to do whatever you did, it was ultimately your choice, which your choice don't have nothing to do with another person. Will your choices actually ultimately affect another person? Yes, but that don't mean you still don't make the right choices that you're supposed to make for yourself, because the right choices is going to be the right choices. And even though at some point in time you don't know or might not understand what the right choices is, if you know right from wrong, you know when the fuck you doing somebody right, and you know when you doing somebody wrong. When I was doing somebody wrong, I knew the fuck I was doing them wrong. But did I make excuses for it? Yeah, listen, I did this to you because you did such and such to me. So wait, oh, so it's a form of getting your lick back. An adult, somebody that's grown within themselves, I don't give a fuck about a lick. At this point in my life, you can have it. That's right. Everything in life starts with self. I'm not trying to get my lick back from nobody, off nobody. Now, the younger me, yeah, you did something to me. All right, you gonna fucking feel it. If I hurt, your ass gonna hurt too. We're gonna be two hurt motherfuckers. And that's just how that cookie is going to crumble. But as I got older and wiser, I realized like, I don't want nobody to feel like me. If that shit hurt me, I don't want nobody to hurt me. And I got a decision not to play a part. If I don't like something, I ultimately have the decision to just walk the fuck away. I don't have to sit there and get my lick back for something that made me feel away. I can deal with my feeling and keep it fucking pushing. Now, once I decide to get my lick back, now I don't want the extra mile on not only hurting another person because I felt like they hurt me. Now I done possibly put myself into some extra shit that now I got to deal with. When you know better, you grow better. When you knew better, you do better. And that's just period. More people be in the business of bettering other people than in the business of bettering themselves. A person will push somebody else, give somebody else the push before they give themselves the push. And that's just real shit. I've done it. I've done it. You know how many people done lived in my houses, in my homes throughout the fucking years, and you help people get on their feet? And half of those people you don't even speak to anymore or have dealings with. Because you got to remember, within prayer, you got to remember what you asked the Lord for. Okay? When you ask God for strength, He's going to put you in situations that ultimately make you strong. Okay, to show you the strength that you have, because if you never are shown situations where you have to be tough or strong, you would never believe that you have strength, which you don't have to ask for strength because you ultimately are built with it. But some people situations don't, or their strength is not shown until a situation presents itself, and then that's how they know that they are strong. But you are already strong. You are the strength. The strength is within. It's just the situations that we encounter that brings the strength out of us. Period. Beauty for ashes. How you doing tonight? Like for real. You ask God, what's your purpose? And he give you problems for you to be able to solve so you can figure out what your purpose is. He can't tell you shit, but from the situations that he show you, it's supposed to help you figure it. Okay? Oh Lord, why you always giving me problems? No, it's not because he's giving you problems. Sometimes a lot of people don't realize it's not about receiving the blessing. Sometimes and most times it's about being the blessing. You being a blessing within itself is the blessing. And sometimes you, the person that been through something, that grew through something and now can show something, are the blessing to someone else that was where you was at. And that's where all your blessings will come from, pulling another person forward. And the fact is of knowledge, knowledge is everything. And I stand on that. Shout out. Let's talk about it. That's why you're gonna make me go live after you for real. Because people don't understand. And I'm just gonna be honest. I went to church when I was younger with my family. I was there because that's where they took me. I had no choice but to go. I did not find the word of God on my own until I found it on my own. It didn't matter whether I went to church every Easter Sunday. It didn't matter. That's because I was going because I was told to go. That's where my family was at. So that's where I felt I was supposed to be. But when it came time for me to talk to the Lord myself, I didn't even know how. Because one thing you can't do is pump a fake. All right. So now when I'm going to talk to the creator, the person that created me, and I don't even know what to say. That's because there's no need for words. I can talk. Listen, when you talk to that man, it does, you could be rambling out your head, wherever you feel the need to see, because that's what I thought. It was a certain way to pray. And that's because I would see the people up at the pulpit. And when I would be at church, I would see the preachers. And listen, that's not how I don't know how to do that. But the best thing you can do to talk to the Lord is talk to the Lord. Listen, God, I don't know what in the shit is going on here. I've been doing this, and I see you showed me to do that. But I think I'm gonna need another clue or maybe another hit, because something from the last situation, I just didn't get it. So I'm just going to need a little bit more figuring, and I'm going to need you to give me a little bit more time until I can come back to you and I'm defined within the understanding of what it was that you was trying to help me figure out, to know which route I was going. I can't go up there, oh Lord, please tell me what to do. I don't know what to do, God. Well, listen, if you don't know what to do, how to wait, you got to do some of the work yourself. You have to do some of the work yourself. God ain't gonna say, well, here, go, just go, here, go $1 million. If it works that way for somebody, then heck, okay. But God still wants you to work. He still wants you to work. And most times people don't realize he wants you to work on yourself to be a better self. And once you become that better self, there's all your wealth. Everything you need will be at the pot of your the end of your rainbow, like a pot of gold. Okay. But as long as you not identifying with who you really are, you're gonna always find out or get fake ass outcomes from the situations that you put yourself into. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm tired of spinning the block. If it could be a one way at this point, okay. But spinning the block is not for me. Been there, done that, and if I got to spin the block for it, it wasn't that about. I could go on. I can go on. Every loss is not a loss. Some loss is a lesson. It was supposed to be left where the fuck it was left in. And that's period, on period, in the truth. Sometimes God show us things that we don't want to see. So we try to avoid and make it everything else. No, it is exactly what you think it is. It is. It is like it is. It is. But what I'm just saying, y'all, at some point, like things, it gotta be a better way. Like I always say, you never know who in these comments listening in the bushes, just like I've been in the bushes to the lives that was going on. And I'ma just be honest. I didn't even want it to be known that I was in there actually listening, because that's not, I didn't want my name or my orbit to be known within anything. The only thing that was for me was a lesson to say, you know what, that's why I don't make myself a part of shit like this. And I show love and acknowledgement from for everybody. So with respect should be respect. And that's it. We ain't gotta agree, but we damn sure ain't gotta disagree either. Just be who the hell y'all are and stay far apart from negativity. That's what this message was basically about. Because loss for words, that's a real thing. Loss for words is a real thing. I don't want none of what's going on in my inbox. I don't want listen, I don't want no parts of none of that. If I spoke on the saga, I spoke on the saga. If I feel how I feel how I feel. If I feel like I choose to do a day or to do a video about it today or tomorrow, I'm going to do that. I'm my own person, but don't tie me into a group of fucking people, because people can be very deceitful, and I don't want no parts of that deceitful shit. I'm just commentating. I don't think that TMZ got to worry. Well, maybe they do got crazy fan stalkers like that. But I don't think when they report on people, they have to worry about their dead family members being dug up in all type of disrespectful stuff. You don't do stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, if you got any type of heart, ain't no way you could even play that part. But a person that ain't never really lost nothing, they gonna play like that, especially when they still got them pieces. But What you don't realize, if you ain't lost it yet, at some point you will have to lose it. And then you'll be in the same predicament of the same people or persons that you use that against. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Because I would never want to have to relive the moments of losing my mother. Ain't no situation you lose a person in a good situation, especially when a person has lost somebody due to the factors of tragedy. That just makes it even worse. So for somebody to even play on somebody top like that, nah, mm-mm. 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 You don't get no cool points for that one. Ain't no props that come along with it. Ain't no, oh yeah, you nah. You gonna have to pay for that one. And when it comes time to pay for that one, I just hope you willing to pay. When the person show up asking cash or credit, Felicia as ain't innocent. She had. I'm not even talking about Felicia. That's the bad part. She may be in the midst of it, but she wasn't the first to have to deal with it. It's people that haven't even done the type of shit that some of the people do, but that don't mean they didn't have to deal with it. Like when people posted my baby all over the internet. I could have been just as roguish as people too and tried or attempted to go back fuel for fuel. But I know what I have to do in real life. So I wasn't even playing like that. So what I'm saying is it's been multiple accounts and multiple people that done cross multiple boundaries that's not supposed to be crossed. Certain shit you just don't do. Yes. Like people be doing dirt, Kimberly. Like people be doing dirt. And right is right and wrong is wrong. It wasn't right for nobody to ever take that as a road, or you don't play with stuff like that. You don't play. Some people don't like the only thing you got in this world that keeps you going forward is your mental. And that's not something that money can buy. Your mental is what helps you get money. Money is not what help you keep your mental. So the games that people are playing with people mentally is crazy. Because once you mentally lost, your ass not mentally coming back. And some people mentally fight every day just to be okay. So to throw certain darts, woo. But what get me though, Tay, people do things, then when it's back to them, they want to be portrayed as, there go that word, victim. Victim. Everybody like to play victim. People want to do shit, get they lick back, and then that just causes for tick and tack. Because now once you get your lick back, what's gonna stop me from wanting to get mine? Once you get your lick back, or whatever you call you or yourself doing, right? What's gonna stop me from the move that I choose to make? And I don't think, just like a fight. You can't tell somebody how to fight. Once we get to the point of fighting, it's dirty. Nigga, this is only time is rules to fighting is if you in a boxing ring. Okay? And money is at stake. Then you can't do this. But if you fighting and you and this nigga, it's fight or flight. I'm doing what I feel I need to do to keep myself a certain type of way. And in the fight, it ain't no below the belt. My whole purpose is to hurt you. So if my whole purpose is to hurt you, there's no limits that I will go to. That's a fight. So if I don't choose to go those limits, I'm not going to even include myself in a lick for lick situation, because you can't measure how high or how low another person is going to go. Just don't do shit to people so you don't have to worry about nobody doing shit back to you. Everybody got platforms, but it's the shit that people do behind the platforms that be bringing the real shit. Yes. Yes. Like that's what it be. It's not the shit that's done on the platform. Some of the shit be done on the platforms, but it be the sneaky shit that people feel people won't never know about. But nigga, if I'm doing something and I'm that mad at a bitch and I'm going that far, I'm gonna want the bitch to know it's me. Yeah, it's me. Ain't gonna be no hiding. I don't want you to have to guess who did it. I don't want you to have to figure nothing out. It was me. By a show of hands, show who it was. Me, 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 me. If I get that to that point, oh no, bitch, I don't want you to hurt in secret. I want you to hurt for real, for real. So why play with that behind these YouTube walls? Why even go that far with people that you never met in your life or never even seen before? If a person did get your address or something to that factor, and sent somebody else to show up to fuck you up, how would you ever know it wasn't the person that you was talking to? Because don't get me wrong, today I'm talking behind my screen. I'm here though. It's not like I can't cam up. I can cam up if I choose to, but some people never do. So if you talking to a person that's never cammed up, right? Bitch, you fighting air. At that point, you fight in air, okay? Because even if another person chooses to show up, how you know that's the person that you was initially fighting with from the beginning? They could have just shared your address to somebody else, and the somebody else decided to show up and show out, and that's what it is. And they could be sitting at their house still waiting to receive whatever the information is to find out how the situation turned out. Because from the streets that I come from, you know, the motherfucker you actually got beef with ain't got to be the person that actually touches you. No, no, you don't say. If I got that much pull in the street, right? And I got some shit worth losing, and I don't want your little funky ass to help me lose it. There's always a way to make a way, and only smart people really think that way. So if you don't want any type of outcomes or any type of situations, that you just don't fuck with people. Like, remember when I said in the beginning, when you know what you can do and how far you can go, sometimes you're not giving a person a pass for them. The pass is actually for you. If you definitely feel me, it wasn't for the factors of them. It was for the factors of you. I'm not trying to have an outcome for nobody. Any situation that I get into at this point in time, okay, if it ain't about a positive one, I mean, I ain't even got listen. I don't even want to argue. I don't even want to argue. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't trying to have that type of energy. Right. Hide and seek shit. I'm not arguing with a bitch that can't even, and I'm saying that, oh, some people, okay, if you got a certain job or a certain thing and you doing this in your spare time, but you know, some jobs you have to sign certain things where you're not supposed to actually do too much social media and stuff like that. So that's when people do like AI or no face videos or faceless videos and stuff like that. But if you just faceless because you insecure within the person that you are, and that's why you choose to fuck with people, that's a problem. And it's say it again. Say it again, Elizabeth. It really don't be worth it. After you go through all the extents of spending your money on a bitch to find information on the bitch, that like what does that do for a person? What do that do for a person? I'm just trying to figure out like what's the feel good that come from that? Because some people don't really give a fuck. You can dig up anything the fuck you choose to dig up about me. And I'm talking about far as personal business, not dead people. Right? Some people already done bypass they past and no longer give a fuck about that. So by you digging up a person's past, sometimes they really are past it and don't give a fuck. So what's the point? Rather, yes, and they still know who the hell you are after digging up your damn information. Right, right. But my thing is, if you gonna come as yourself all the fucking way. Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass come as yourself, and then don't fully come at people, but half-ass come as yourself. Like, nigga, let me see who the fuck I'm talking to. Let me know where this is at. I don't want to be just young. Like, I'm not talking to a picture. It is. It definitely is. For one, it's not worth it, like we said, and we keep saying, definitely not worth it. And for this part right here, drama is definitely an addiction. People got different get highs in life. Just because a person don't choose to smoke the weeds or drink or indulge in other things, that don't mean that they don't have an addiction, baby. They be having addiction to shit that's still not good. Like negativity. Some people is definitely addicted to negativity. Like, you ever heard of toxic relationships? Some people are only in toxic relationships not because they just call it toxic, because they're actually toxic. And I'm going to be honest with you. And this is real shit. It takes a toxic person to be able to be in a relationship with a toxic person, because I don't know if you realize it or not. After being around toxicness or being within something that's toxic, that toxicness rubs off onto a person, and you yourself also become toxic, and you won't notice it until you replace yourself around something that is not toxic. I've been in a toxic situation, okay? And it becomes a pattern to where a person is so used to and so comfortable and so it's such a normal that it doesn't even seem that things is wrong at that point. This is the way things normally go, so this is the way things is. So when a person is used to receiving toxicity or being a part of toxicity, they become toxic within themselves. Sometimes you have to do a toxic debriefing if you've come out of a toxic situation, because you don't want to take that toxic shit into other situations that you may become a part of, which happens. No encourage, like, what encouraging words come with drama? What encouraging words come with drama? None. You hear all the shit that you would not want to hear, or definitely see all the things that you wouldn't want to be or happen to you. So drama is never good. But it's like the two old ladies that used to sit in the window in the neighborhood that knew everybody business, knew what was going on with everybody. And not only the fact is did they know, because it's a right if you know. If you know, that's not bad. Okay. But when you know and you start telling other people business to other people that don't know, that's where the problems start to become a big ass problem, because that's never the way that things is supposed to go. If somebody come to me and we have a conversation, and even if we are no longer cool, not anymore, or not on the same level that we once was, I would never be one of those people to go back and discuss what me and that person discussed when we had some type of, coolness going on. That's never supposed to happen. That's not like That's rule number one, nigga. If we gonna separate and go our separate ways. That's it. I'm not gonna separate from a person that I was not cool with, and now I'm gonna go and display their business or everything that I've known about this person since we've been cool. I don't get no cool points from no shit like that. And if a bitch come around me with some shit like that, now I can't fuck with you. Cause now I see how you get down. Nigga, if you been that girlfriend for as long, I don't give a fuck if it was 2 days. I don't give a fuck if you and that bitch was friends for 2 days. And she told you something in secrecy within 2 days, and you come back and now you telling me because you and her not cool no more, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. I'm not. Because you just showed me the type of person that you are. And if you could do that to somebody that you say you once was cool with, what the fuck make me any different? I don't want to be an example. I'll pass. I'd rather be by myself if that's going to give me what it is that I need, which is the factors of my own loyalty. I don't have to ask for loyalty from myself. And some people don't know what that is. Okay? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If you a person that's real, nigga, you not gonna just become unreal once you don't fuck with a person no more. Your ass was fake the whole damn time. It just took for a situation to take place to, how can I say, show how fake your ass really is. Uh-uh. Can't get with that at all. Won't get with that, won't have no parts of that. And I'm so quick to disappear on a person. Like, I don't know if it's within my Aquarius nature or just within my nature of a person as a person. As a person. Because I'm taking the shit to this part right here. I'm taking it to my grave. I'm still, and I'm so real of a bitch. You could still sit there and you could play that part, right? You could play that part as a person, and I still ain't doing it because I'm real as myself. So don't nothing nobody else do gonna make me do nothing. If that's who you choose to be as a person, that's who you choose to be as a person. I don't choose that. All right. You take shit to your grave, nigga. I ain't gonna not fuck with a person today and then tell all I think or all a business or anything that I felt I knew about them tomorrow. Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And if you gotta say certain shit and be a part of certain shit to sit at certain tables, I'd rather not sit. I stand up and not even acknowledge the table at all. Or I'll bring my own table. How about that? Because if the shit that I don't like is going on at a table that's there already, yeah, I'm gonna prepare my own. I don't like the way people be thrown into shit, like shit that they don't got nothing to do with. A motherfucker on here could think you saying something, but that's because guilty fools wear guilty shoes. I'm not just gonna step in those shoes that don't belong to me. If a bitch ain't say me, if she ain't come to me personally, I'm not gonna sit there and be trying to figure out who sneaked this in me. I don't give a shit. If it wasn't said to me by you, that means you really didn't want me to know. What you telling them gonna do? I don't understand how that works. If you don't fuck with a bitch, why you telling everybody else you don't fuck with her? Once you know you don't fuck with her, if you ain't like tell her the information that you what good information is that to it every like I don't understand it. Never knew, never could. Never would be a part of it. And that's why even throughout this saga, if people was discussing me in groups or had anything to say, I did not know, did not look for it to be able to respond because I really did not give a shit. And I still don't. Even down to the factors of the shit that they've been writing for the last couple of days, I guess they really think they be saying some shit. The only thing I'm going to respond with is the link to my registry. If you here to talk about my registry, then I might as well just give you the link to the registry. We have no conversation. If you saying that y'all take care of me, then take the fuck care of me. That's it. What I'm gonna do? Argue? No, y'all ain't doing shit for me. Uh, What I look like? I am 45, not 15. I don't care. Those that fuck with me will fuck with me, and those that don't won't. It's okay. Shit. I got family members that bypassed possibly my registry and didn't click the fucking link. Fuck them too. I don't give a shit. People be focused on the wrong shit. When you are a blessing, everything else becomes a part of the blessing. I am looking to be a blessing. So anything that I receive is just an extra blessing to me. The more I receive, the more I'll be able to put out. At the end of the day, people got to remember I gave up where I was living to give something or get something better for me and my children. That's a flex for me. That's not something anybody would ever make me feel bad about. A fully furnished house I left. The videos is still up here on YouTube to prove every word that I'm saying. It's not as if it was no. When you want better, you do better and you have to put in the work. I did not know what my next step was or was going to be, but I know I had to get the step in. Otherwise, it was going to be the same. You can't ask for something different, okay? But still do the same shit. I would have still been in the same place. I done been through or changed so much within 8 months. And you know how many people within that 8 months that I was going through the changes I was going through, still in the same fucking position, still doing the same shit, still getting the same outcome? No. When you want better, you do better. You can't sit in a fucked up situation and go, oh, I don't want this. So why are you still there? If you don't want, why is you still there? Is it because you just want somebody else to know that you don't want it versus you really not wanting it yourself? Because people that want something bad enough, they put in the motion to make those things happen. Okay? Okay? There's people on this same YouTube, all right? And I'm not even being funny when I say this. This actually gives me, how can I say, the initiative to say, listen, but you can't complain. There's people that's on the same social media that we use every day. Can't see, can't hear. Some ain't got no arms. Some ain't got no legs. Some got health issues. Some got things that's really going on with them. But it does not stop them from still going hard every day. And if I can see them go hard with the disadvantages that they are faced with, which don't seem like no disadvantages to them at all, because everybody in this world was given a different gift. You just don't know what your gift is until you have to use it. Maybe my gift is my voice. This is what I use. This is what I come here to talk and engage with. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for all I know, my voice just been my voice all my life. But I could never know what my voice is to someone else until I started to put my voice out there. So who knows what my voice may become? You don't know what is until you actually do what the is. And I'm just being honest. Maybe God gave blind people the factors of being blind so they didn't have to see the all the fucked up shit that goes on within this world. And maybe he gave those that don't have the process of hearing to be able to hear all of the fucked up shit that people have to say. Everybody is different, baby. Did anybody see that movie back in the days, The Six Elements? Everybody plays a different part in certain situations. You don't know what your part is until your part comes up. And that was just that. But I knew my part wasn't gonna play where I was at. Was I had a full office, okay? A full office, okay? A office with a desk and a chair and everything that goes into an office, that a copy machine, everything that an office would need. And I said, you know what? If God prepared that office for me, he could prepare a bigger one for me. I'm not going to complete or put myself completely keep myself trapped into this box because I know there's a bigger area for me. For all I know, I might have started on YouTube platform, but how I know one day somebody might not invite me on their stage to speak. And it's from my story. We've been through some traumatic shit. Not everybody can relate, but some people can. And for those that can, those would be the people that I would want to reach to let them know you're not alone. You got somebody out here with you. Okay? I've been molested. I've been homeless. I've dealt with situations that had to do with bad relationships. Okay, I've been the person to cause hurt. I've been the person to be hurt. There's things that you've been through that you can express that you never know another person can relate to. And that's just real deal Holyfield. But my kids got to go to school tomorrow. I've been sitting here trying to edit this video while I'm on live. That's why I didn't have my camera up the whole time because I'm not a rude person. And I feel like if you're talking to somebody, then eye contact is definitely supposed to be a thing. If I'm talking to you, I want you to know that I'm talking. I want, you to know that I'm talking to you. So it has to be some definite engagement. See, I was editing so I can still look at the video that I'm doing and look at the comments. You understand what I'm saying? And still be able to engage. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Barbara. How y'all doing this evening? Well, tonight is night now. Shoot. I'm just trying to get back into the roll of things. You know, these kids go back to school tomorrow, but I had came on here real quick to talk about the what's goings on with the goings on and the goings on, and to tell those that don't have a part, definitely stay out and do the positive thing. If you can use YouTube for what YouTube is for, and that is promoting your own business, then go that route about it. Okay? Negativity is no good. And like I said, for some people, it can be an addiction. It may be an addiction. Don't be a part of somebody else's addiction. Okay? But the bad part is how people bring up other people's past and try to have them mentally relapse. That's not a good thing either. But I gotta go get ready to do what I need to do for these kids for tomorrow. I probably pop back in tonight, but if I don't, I'll definitely be putting my video up that I'm working on for tomorrow because I've been working on this Chantel Freeman video for like almost a month. And then I keep going back to watch Sweet Mars Live or whatever to get more information because she's still coming out with more details. But that's definitely something that I want to be a part of because that's putting a good word out within a situation that people or something or someone that may have dealt with it. That girl was getting molested from the age of 5 to 15. That's deep. See, those is the type of stories that people could be putting out. This girl just got stabbed in her head in the Bronx because she told the man she didn't want to be with him no more. Do you know how many young girls and young men is losing their lives? And it's not due to the factors of health issues, it's due to the factors of the hand of the other person that they're in a relationship with. that no longer want to be in a relationship with them. But I ain't got, I just said I was getting off, so I ain't even trying to get into a whole nother, because that's a whole nother conversation. But that's one of the videos that I'm gonna be putting out, and I'm supposed to be doing this P. Diddy video because I agree and I disagree. P. Diddy is a monster. Yes, I definitely agree with that. But I also agree that the fact is of those people that was in those rooms with him is monsters too. Everybody act like they got a story to tell, but that mean that you sit and watch to be able to tell the story that you are telling now. You're no better than the monster that was creating the goddamn act. I feel a lot of people is only coming and telling their side of the story because they feel like it's going to keep their hand clean. It wasn't never actually for the victim in the situation. Because if you got a person, if you a person that got a heart, you ain't gonna be able to sit around and watch stuff like that happen to a person and you not try to, or either you gonna get away from it. You ain't gonna sit around for 10, 15, 20 years and then sit on every platform that you can to try to tell a story about something you didn't agree with. You was there, your hands is dirty, y'all co-defendants. I'm sorry. Hey Audrey. I was just about to get off here, but yes, love is love. If you're not a subscriber, please become one, friend. Please become one, friend. Make sure you hit the like button, the share. If you want to become a member, it is there. If you would like to donate to the host, my Cash App is there too. I love you the most. Make sure y'all stay safe. And if nobody said that they love you, Tay do. Oh Lord, gotta go.